This is a hot topic. This is a hot topic, but I don't think it's as hot as the one that was going on over the weekend with Spielberg.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about your ice.
Nice transition.
What's the Spielberg?
So this is a question I think for everybody on the table here because it is, again, big debate. So Steven Spielberg is not thrilled.
Maybe for the audience, just tell everyone who Steven Spielberg is.
Right. Steven Spielberg is a guy who works down the street.
Did Schindler's List.
Yes. So Steven Spielberg was very upset that the Netflix movies like Roma are being nominated.
Why don't you point to him? He doesn't even watch Roma. You should point to me
because
I
has an aroma.
Because he has the Roma in his house.
That's why.
But
the Roma.
He was very upset. He was very upset about this. So he's going to the board. He wants to make sure that Netflix movies cannot get nominated anymore. Riley, is this an accurate description of what's going on?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. All right, so
what a nice.
Wasn't it nice?
What a nail sky.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what was supposed to happen when we talked to Alex.
But yeah, so what are the overall details though?
Yeah, he's going to Netflix. He's going to the Academy Board of Governors to specifically propose to change that Netflix cannot be eligible for Academy Award based on their the release window.
Because he's old school.
So he's going to Hieronymus Sweeney.
I guess what would his arguments be? Like, hey, this is going to ruin the film industry. Nobody's going to go to the theaters.
It's kind of where he's coming from. Yes, and what I think is it's an old school mentality. And I love Spielberg. I think he's dead wrong.
Yeah,
I think he's dead wrong.
You know what? I think so too, completely. And Riley, maybe you heard more of this, but when we were outside, I kind of heard a whisper of Perry agreeing with him. Did I catch that wrong, Riley?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Perry about this. Because
we called it silly, and she was like, I don't think it's so silly or something. So I'm trying to even figure out what the other side of this is, why somebody could think. And again, I don't know that Perry said that for sure.
Well, Riley, we're going to talk about this for a second. Can you ask Perry while we're talking about this, just kind of her perspective on it? If you think if she has the other side, maybe bring her into the booth and we can talk about it.
Find out.
Okay, cool.
Just so you know, Netflix did clap back today on Twitter
and said what?
They did say we love cinema. This is a Twitter exchange here. Here are some things we also love. Access for people who can't always afford or live in towns without theaters. Letting everyone everywhere enjoy releases at the same time. Giving filmmakers more ways to share art. These things are not mutually exclusive.
I think Netflix drops the mic with this.
Yes,
100%.
What do you? Well, they try to ring it in by saying like, "Oh, it's for the working man." You know, some poor people don't have movie theaters. Well, they have Netflix.
Yeah, but that's $12 a month as opposed to when you go to the theater. If you go to the theater, you know, $12 a month can get you a lot of different movies, as opposed to one movie a month costing you 15, maybe 20, maybe 40, depending if you're bringing your family.
And
it's
who's
a significant
really paying
difference.
$12 a month? You're splitting it with your friends.
Right. It's a significant difference.
Hot take.
Yeah, but like, so look, when you go
confess to a crime.
Yeah. Well, when you do all this, with you have so many movies now. Look at the Scorsese movie coming out, right? You have all, and I think that Netflix tweet nailed it. You have now all these opportunities to get these movies to where you don't. There's some movies you don't need to see in the theater. I'm sorry, Mr. Spielberg, you just don't need to see them.
Yeah, but I would have loved to have seen Buster Scruggs, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, in the movie theater.
Yeah,
I was kind of annoyed that the Coen brothers just made a Netflix film.
But you got to see it like that. You didn't have to pay. I just think that to not acknowledge them, they still made a movie. That's the thing. That's the thing that gets me. Because they didn't release it in theaters and a lot of people couldn't see it, you don't acknowledge that they made a movie? It's a movie.
There are a lot of movies out there, too, that may not even ever get made unless Netflix steps in, like some cool rom-coms and things like that, which is right up my alley. I love a good rom-com. I love a good stupid comedy. I do.
Hey, we're filming this, dude.
Yeah, come on, man.
He said he likes rom-coms.
Yeah, I love them. Are you kidding me?
He's a big rom-com guy.
That is like a lost art.
Romantic comedies.
What's that?
Romantic comedies.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the best. Yeah. It's hysterical. I'm telling you. I love that kind of stuff. I love stupid comedies. You guys may like bash Adam Sandler, but I find something enjoyable every single one of his movies.
Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer. Fantastic. I love it. That would be a dream job for me. I do. I live for him. Yeah. Everybody thought that McConaughey was going down a terrible well when he's doing all the rom-coms. That was some of his best work.
He thinks it is weird because you're a guy.
Yeah.
So that's
strange. I can't beat up Jeff Dye because I'm just a little man. Oh, come on.